Hello students, welcome to the online lecture series of engineering geology. So in previous lecture we have started the historical geology, the first lecture based on historical geology. So in continuation with that previous one, we are going to start in today's lecture about geological time scale and the relation between geological time scale with Indian geological time scale. Okay, and the division of geological scales as well. See, in Google Classroom I have uploaded syllabus. So I'm going in syllabus. See here, unit 2nd, B part, historical geology. So general principles of stratigraphy and some time scale of Indian time scale I have mentioned you in last lecture. So today we'll cover this geologic time scale and physiographic divisions of India. Okay, so see, in unit 1, the in C part, we have already talked about petrology and classification of rocks. Okay, and we know that there are three types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous rocks are derived from magma, sedimentary rocks derived from inorganic and organic sediments, and metamorphic means metamorphosed under intense heat and pressure. Okay, so because the formation of igneous and metamorphic rocks has taken place under the intense heat, fossils of plant and living things can exist only in the sedimentary rocks. See, igneous and metamorphic rocks supposed to go with lot of heat. Okay, lot of heat and pressure, so they cannot deal with fossils. The fossils are dealt by sedimentary rocks only. So the fossils of plant and living things can exist only in the sedimentary rocks. So hence two scales are used to indicate geologic history of rocks. Two scales. First is the time scale called ERA. Okay, ERA, ERA means these two scales are used to indicate geologic history of rocks. Okay, first is era, based on the age of the earth or period of the appearance of large animals and plants as indicated in section. So the second is formation scale or known as rock scale. So first is time scale and second one is rock scale. Time scale is directly based on the age of the earth, and formation scale, rock scale, second one. Okay, formation of the rock, which is era is the age of rock, and second one is rock scale, means formation of the rock, age and formation. So these are the two basic scale. So the time scale and formation scales are the two important primary scales, geological scale, in which time scale means era, which is related to the arrival of animals and plant life on earth. Okay, and the formation or rock scale based on the fossils of the minor organisms like starfish and cells. So in the geological report, these scales are further divided into two time scale, that is in time scale era, period, epoch, age. So see, so time scale based on these two: era, period, epoch, age, and eon. Okay, eon. And formation scale is divided into Mesozoic, Triozoic. So these are the formation: Mesozoic, Triozoic. This is based on formation. Okay, so this comes under formation scale. So you can take the screenshot of this page and read it later. So this is about history of formation of scale. This is all about history, from where the name derived from where the name came. So here you can get the thorough knowledge of geological time scale. See here, brief history of the earth. What is the meaning of Quaternary, Tertiary, Cretaceous, Jurassic, Triassic? So these are the brief history of the earth, and also based on formation scale. You can take the screenshot of this. Now the next topic is geology of India. Okay, so now we'll discuss about the history behind India, the geological history behind India. Okay, so on the basis of physiographic expression, India is divided into three distinct parts. Okay, so India has been divided into three distinct parts. The first is Indian Peninsular. See, it is common to divide India into two types of division. First is physiographic and second is stratigraphic divisions. Okay, so first is physiographic division. In physiographic division, on it is based on the natural features which we call physiography or topography. Okay, so it is based on natural features. India can be divided into three major physiographic divisions, and each division has its own distinguishing characteristics. So physiographic means which is based on the natural features. So first is peninsular India. See, first is peninsular India, second is extra peninsula, and third one is Indo-Gangetic alluvial plains. Okay, so what is Indian Peninsula or peninsular India? See, it is lying on the south of Indo-Gangetic plains and consisting of very old and stable part of the earth crust in geologic history. Okay, it lie on the south of Indo-Gangetic. So the peninsular India. Okay, and then after that the Indo-Gangetic plains. See the second point, extra peninsula, it consisting of Himalayan ranges, which is the youngest mountain range in geologic past, and the third is Indo-Gangetic plains. So Indo-Gangetic plains consisting of alluvial plains between peninsular and extra peninsular regions. So these three parts show a great deal of variation both in geology and physiography. So, peninsular region exhibits mountains of circumdenudation, that is relict mountains. The country is comparatively flat with low gradients and has matured valleys. So, the extra peninsula is the region of fold mountain and also Himalayan region, we can call this as, okay, and which are in youthful stage. So the Indo-Gangetic plain has recent alluvium sediments deposited by the Himalayan rivers. So let us start in detail with the very first expression, physiographic expression, that is peninsular India. See, the rocks of peninsular India show great variation in age, traceable from the Archeans to recent alluvium deposited by many streams. So, peninsular India, suppose it's a very old, one of the oldest region of the world. Okay, and extra peninsula, the third one is, which is the Himalayan regions, has been active till recently, abhi tak active hai Himalayan regions. So this is known as extra peninsula and is even now subjected to many earthquakes. And the Indo-Gangetic plain was formed due to sagging of the land during the creation of the mountains of extra peninsular region. So the rocks in this region are considerably below the present ground level. So the depression was later filled up with sediments of the mighty rivers. So this is about physiographic division of India. So see, See, first of all, you know the meaning of, or you know what is peninsular India. Okay, so let me describe you about peninsular India through through a map of India. Okay, and already you have learned these things in your school 9th 10th or 11, in 9th 10th class. Okay, so I'll tell you about peninsular India through one map. Okay, geological map of India, and in that, see, first of all, see the map. See, this is the mountain ranges of India. Okay, mountain range of India here. So this triangle. Okay, this is known as peninsular India. It comprises of diverse topological and climatic patterns of South India. Okay, so this is the South India, no? South India. So it covers all the topographic and climatic patterns, and this peninsula is in shape of a vast inverted triangle. Okay, inverted triangle. Inverted means this one. Okay, the erect triangle is this one, so it is inverted triangle, bounded on the west by the Arabian Sea. So at the west, Arabian Sea is here. Okay, surrounded by, and on the east, Bay of Bengal here. Okay, and on the north by the Vindhya and Satpura. So these are the two ranges, Vindhya ranges and Satpura ranges. So from all the three sides, this peninsula India has been surrounded by Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and Vindhyas and Satpura ranges. So this is about peninsular India, and it comprises of, okay, this is mountainous region. See here, later on it will help you if you understand now only. This is the Himalaya region, no? Here India Himalaya region, and here Aravalli, Thar desert. Okay, then Lakshadweep islands. So see here, these are the eastern ghats. Okay, these are the western ghats. ठीक है, तो peninsular India comprises of eastern ghats and western ghats and Vindhyas and Satpura ranges. Okay, so this is about peninsular India. Okay, एंड व्हाट आर द पेनिनसुलर स्टेट्स. अब स्टेट्स क्या होंगी? सो इंडियन पेनिनसुला इज सराउंडेड बाय अरेबियन सी ऑन द वेस्ट, बे ऑफ बंगाल ऑन द ईस्ट एंड इंडियन ओशियन ऑन द साउथ. साउथ में इंडियन ओशियन रहेगा. सो इट इज़ फॉर्म्ड बाय द स्टेट्स लाइक ईस्ट टू वेस्ट, मीन्स वेस्ट बंगाल, उड़ीसा, आंध्र प्रदेश, तमिलनाडु, केरला, कर्नाटका, गोवा, महाराष्ट्र एंड गुजरात. सो दीज आर द स्टेट्स कवर्ड इन पेनिनसुलर इंडिया. ओके, and it is almost triangle in shape. It begins from the northern plains and extended till Kanyakumari, the southern tip of India. And the western ghats and eastern ghats to the west and east of the peninsular plateau. So this is the plateau. So what is the meaning of peninsula? Peninsula means it is the island, almost island we can say. Okay, island is a landform surrounded by water on the majority of its border. Okay, so why we are calling this as peninsular? Because this term relates with the island which has been surrounded by the water. Majority of its border is surrounded by water. So in India map, this is the only region which is surrounded on both the side by water only. That's why we are calling this is the peninsular region. Now I think I have given the detailed knowledge about peninsular India. So this is the first geological history, physiographic division. Okay, so in peninsular India, these are the standard scale and major geologic events in peninsular. So you can read it from here and take the snapshot. Okay, these are the different groups of rock in peninsular India. Proterozoic, Mesozoic, Cretaceous, Quaternary. So these are the important rocks which is found in peninsular India. Okay, first one. Now the second is Indo-Gangetic Plain. Archean building stone. This comes under only so Archean geology means so this is all about peninsular India. Okay, you can take a screenshot. So about peninsular India, I have told you. Now the next is extra peninsula. Extra peninsula is Himalayan region only. Okay. So this extra peninsular, which is the Himalayan regions, has been active till recently and is even now subjected to many earthquakes. Okay, and third one is Indo-Gangetic plains. Indo-Gangetic means this is the combination of Indus river and Ganga river. Okay, Indus river is one of the biggest river in the world. Okay, Indus river, and also called North Indian plain, Indo-Gangetic. So Indus and Ganga, these are the two rivers from which it forms, this plain forms. So extensive north central section, because Ganga, why we are calling this as North Indian plain, because Ganga is mainly flowing in the UP, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand. Okay, so that's why, and leads and flow towards and also somehow in West Bengal. So majorly this Ganga flows in the region of Uttar Pradesh. That's why we are calling this as North Indian plain. Okay, so and also Indian subcontinent, and stretching westward from combined of Brahmaputra, and it flows to Arabian Sea. Okay, so Indo-Gangetic Belt is the world's most extensive expanse of uninterrupted alluvium formed. Okay, so the plains are flat. And the second one, Indus river. You know, Indus river majorly flows in Pakistan, and some part of Indus river is flowing in India only. Okay, so this is the region, this is the plain where Indus and Ganga meets, and okay, and Ganga majorly flows in the Uttar Pradesh of India. That's why it is Indo-Gangetic plains. Okay, it consists of alluvial plains between peninsular and extra peninsular regions. Okay, peninsular, just now I have showed you the bottom part of India comes under peninsular India. So this is about physiographic class divisions of India. Now the second is stratigraphical divisions of India. Stratigraphical. Okay, so stratigraphical, just a minute. Now the next topic is stratigraphy division of India, and which comes under Archean Dharwar's formation, Vindhya formation, Gondwana formation, Kudappa formation. So next is stratigraphical divisions of India. So just now we have discussed about physiographic, now stratigraphic. Okay, these are the two divisions of India based on stratigraphy and physiography. So physiography deals with the basis of natural features. Okay, it based on natural features like peninsula and all. And now stratigraphy means according to formation of bedrocks, वो किस तरह से उसका bedrock formation हुआ है. So according to that, the stratigraphical divisions of India is classified according to their age. Okay, so India is divided into following 9 stratigraphical divisions, which is shown in figure. I'll just show you one figure. they are also called systems. So these are classified according to their age as follows. So see, these are classified according to their age and also known as system, and divided into 9 stratigraphical divisions. What are they? The Archean systems, the first is, okay. See, first of all, see this map, okay. The first of all, see this, the systems, the Archean system, the Archean system, the Kudappa system, tertiary system. Okay, so in Archean system it comprises of granites, mostly consist of gneisses and schist. Okay, the very ancient units. And the Kudappa second is quartzites and shales. So this is based on the bedrocks. Bedrocks formation means which kind of minerals are in their bedrocks. Okay, so it is divided in on the basis of rocks only, stones, rocks and all that things. Okay, so the very ancient, okay, then the Kudappa system, it comprises of quartzites and shales. Okay, so this system consists of two main minerals, quartzites and shales. The tertiary system means extra peninsular. Extra peninsular means this is the youngest one, means the things are active now or recently. These are the regions which are active till recently. Okay, and is now subjected to many earthquakes as well. So tertiary system means extra peninsular means sandstone. You may find there sandstone and limestone. The next system is the alluvial system. Okay, this is the most recent system. The fifth one is the Vindhyan system. Means Vindhyan system having limestone and shales. Then next is Paleozoic system. It have dolomites, shales and quartzites. Then seventh is Mesozoic system. Shales, limestone, quartzites. The eighth one is Gondwana system. It comprises of sandstone and shales. And the ninth one is Deccan Trap system. It comprises of basalt. So these are the 9 systems in stratigraphical divisions of India. Okay, and this has divided into according to the formation of bedrocks. Okay, so now look this map of India here. The systems from 1 to 9, it is mentioned in this map only. See, the first system, Archean system. Okay, Archean, the one is here. So this is the region where granite is mostly found in nature. Okay, so granites. Then second is Kudappa. Second here Kudappa belongs to here. Third is tertiary. Third means here. Alluvial. Fourth means alluvial. This is the alluvial part. System. Vindhyan 5. This is the Vindhyan region. Okay. Then sixth is Paleozoic here. This one, Paleozoic system. Then seventh is Mesozoic. This is the Mesozoic part. And eighth is Gondwana. Here Gondwana exist, and ninth one is Deccan Trap. So here is the ninth one. So these are the distribution of rocks in India, given an approximate distribution of rocks in India. So it means at these places this kind of rocks is available in India, starting from granite, shales, limestone, sandstone, dolomites, basalt, then shales, quartzites. So these are the most important rock system available in India at different part. Okay, now see then here this map. So I have told you about physiographic division of India na, just now on just before 10 minutes. So that then stratigraphical divisions are divided into 3 parts. First is peninsula. First is peninsula. See, where the peninsula exists, this is the peninsular region. Okay. Second is extra peninsula. So extra peninsula means this one. And the third one is Indo-Gangetic alluvial. So this is Indo-Gangetic alluvial. This is peninsula. Okay. And this one is here. Extra peninsula. So Indian peninsula means Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and Vindhyan Plateau and Vindhyan's Plateau and all that things. Okay. And this one is in Indo-Gangetic Plain. So here Ganga flows, no? Here Ganga and Indus River flows. That's why we are calling this as Indo-Gangetic alluvial plains. So this is about the complete description about physiographic and stratigraphical division of India. So now in next lecture I'll tell you the detail about Archean Dharbar formation, Kudappa formation, Vindhyan formation, means how it forms. Okay, Gondwana formation, Deccan Trap formation, and significance of their structural characters and major civil engineering activities. So later on in next class I'll tell you about all these things. So thank you.